Welcome back, everyone, to R.M.Aviation. Today we'll be discussing the Delta Connection Flight 4819, which occurred on February the 17th, 2025. This is a dramatic example of how an unexpected dangers faced during air travel, especially in challenging weather conditions. Now, I understand this is quite a fresh topic, so this is just the information we know at the moment, and I will update you further once we get the final report, which should come out in about a year. But so this is what we know so far, and if you have opinions on what you think might have happened, please leave them in the comments. But so far, here are all the details we have. So, the crash. The Delta Connection Flight 4819, operated by Endeavour Air, a regional airline under the Delta Airlines umbrella, was a routine flight from Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport, MSP, to Toronto Pearson International, YYZ. The aircraft, a Bombardier CRJ 900, was carrying 76 passengers and 4 crew members. The flight encountered extreme weather upon approach into Toronto. Snow and strong gusty crosswinds created hazardous conditions on the runway. The aircraft struggled to maintain stability during landing attempt, ultimately crashing and flipping upside down after hitting the runway hard. According to passengers, the plane landed with a jolt, skidded sideways across the wet, snow-covered surface, and ended up inverted. Immediate aftermath. Although the crash was severe, the situation could have been much worse. Remarkably, all 80 people on board survived. However, 21 were injured, and three of them, including a child, were critically injured. Medical teams responded swiftly, and many passengers were rushed to local hospitals for treatment, though none of the injuries were reported as life-threatening at the time. One of the most harrowing aspects of the incident was the response of emergency personnel. Firefighters who had immediately moved to evacuate the plane were narrowly able to escape potential explosions as the aircraft fuel system became increasingly unstable following the crash. This swift action by first responders likely prevented further fatalities or severe injuries. Eyewitness accounts. Survivors described the chaos on board the aircraft as the plane approached the runway. One passenger, John Nelson, reported that the plane was rocked by gusty winds and turbulence as it came down. It was clear that the weather conditions had made the landing particularly difficult. The severity of the crash still caught many passengers by surprise. Nelson noted that the plane skidded across the runway, hitting the tarmac hard before flipping over. This terrifying moment was recorded in chilling videos that emerged after the incident, showing the moment the aircraft flipped over, creating a sense of disbelief and shock among onlookers and those watching the footage later. Emergency response. As soon as the plane came to a halt, emergency teams at Toronto Pearson sprang into action within moments of the crash. Paramedics and fire services arrived on the scene. All passengers and crew were quickly evacuated from the plane, and their safety was a primary concern. The potential disaster was averted as the aircraft, which had already in flames by the time the responders reached it, did not explode. Thanks to the swift evacuation and fire suppression efforts, the crew and emergency services worked together to prevent the more catastrophic outcome. Investigation. In the wake of the crash, the Transport Safety Board of Canada, TSB, launched a formal investigation to determine the cause of the accident, and they are working closely with US agencies including NTSB as part of the investigation, and the aircraft's black boxes and cockpit voice recorders, or CVR, and FDR, are being recovered for analysis. Given the complexity of the crash, the investigation will likely take some time. The authorities are focusing on multiple factors such as weather conditions, the plane's mechanical integrity, and actions of the crew. The initial findings will focus on the efforts of strong crosswinds and the conditions of the runway, which might have contributed to the plane's loss of control. The broader implications. This incident brings to attention the challenges faced by pilots and airlines in difficult weather conditions, especially when landing at airports in winter months. Snow, ice, and gusty winds can all affect the plane's ability to land safely, and even the best trained pilots are not immune to these dangers. Airports are equipped with advanced weather radar systems, but have severe conditions can still present an unpredictable challenge. Furthermore, the events highlight the importance of quick, coordinated responses by emergency teams, which were crucial in minimizing the injuries and preventing fatalities in this crash. Was a stark reminder to the potential of aviation industry for accidents, but it also serves as a testament to how quickly and efficiently authorities can respond to such emergencies. As the investigation continues, more details about the crash may emerge, but it's clear that the swift evacuation and immediate medical care saved lives, and the bravery of the first responders played a crucial role in preventing the situation from becoming a tragedy. Please leave a comment with what you think, and tell me what you think, and like and subscribe if you want more. Thank you.